You have to ask yourself, what are we doing for the poor people around us, or for the soil, or for the ecology? And one is concerned about everything. Out of that concern, the rural center was born. It's not really a replacement for the government's efforts, because it's too small an effort. We cannot match the government's efforts. To educate millions of human beings is not going to be possible for the Krishnamurti Foundation or for any particular NGO. That is something that has to be done by the government. So we are not really substituting for the government, but we are doing it because we feel whatever we can do for our environment and our neighbors, we should do. And that is the right way to grow up. So the children learn that also as they grow up in the school, and it's important to grow up with that sensibility. Now, the way it is actually accomplished is that you have the private school, boarding school, where the fees are high because it's not taking any aid from the government. So all the salaries of the teachers, the laboratories, the set up, the buildings, everything has to be built with that money, which comes in from the fees from the people. So the school is self-sustaining. The parents are subsidizing the school. We don't receive any government grant. But as part of the responsibility of the school for its environment, we donate a certain amount of money and also provide the organizational structure and management of the rural center there. And that in turn works for the people in the environment. But we are quite conscious of the fact that this cannot replace, or it's just a drop in the ocean when it comes to what India's problems are as a whole. So I have no such illusions that we are contributing towards solving that problem. I'm rather doing it because of this fellow feeling for one's neighbors, not with some kind of global or millennium aim in mind. I think that's too big a thing. We are into education, and we are also into rural uplift. So we have a rural center. We run a small hospital as a primary health center. We also run a school for children from ages 5 to 15. Rural children, all virtually free education and free health care. And these activities run entirely on donations. We provide part of the donation from our other institutions where we get finances either from the government or through the fee-paying students and so on. But at least 50% of the donations we try to get from outside, and that limits the number of workers we can employ and the scale on which we can operate. Also, for example, students themselves in a school, fee-paying school, can devote some time to educate illiterate children or even the children of the class 4 staff who work in these institutions. It would be educational both for them and beneficial for the children. So we have from time to time undertaken that kind of scheme also. This feeling of responsibility towards the environment and towards the community around you, that is what created the rural center.